Hey everybody, Jake here from Steelbook Obsessed, and I have to tell you, I got a lot of movies to show off today. You probably saw it in the thumbnail, but just let me hold it up. I haven't even counted how many things I have, but here is everything. Is this crazy? I think this might be a little bit crazy. It might be a little overdone, but you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm here for it. Let's just get started doing it. I don't even know where to start here. I will start with the Steelbook because I love me my Steelbooks. You know that. Here is The Wicker Man, 4K from Best Buy. I bought this sucker. I pre-ordered this sucker months ago because I absolutely love this movie. I wanted to have it in 4K. So here it is. The Wicker Man. Looking mighty nice. It's the final cut on 4K. I have a box set from Imprint that has 3 different cuts of the film on Blu-ray, but I need to see what the sucker looks like on 4K. Look at this sucker open first, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Love it so much. I think it's giving me more Midsommar vibes than it is Wicker Man vibes, but I'm okay with that. Here's what the inside looks like. Again, nice and gorgeous. I'm going to have a nice zoom in right here of the discs. I think the discs also look nice. Lionsgate always does a good job on that. And I had to put the Best Buy sticker in here while we still can. Best Buy, if I'm hoping you know already that they're going away from physical media, which is sad. So I did this back in like a couple of years ago, and then I stopped. I'm going to start doing it for the next couple months until I can't do it no mo. Know what I'm saying? So let's turn this down. I'm going to throw on a few comments on here too. Let's go here. How's it going? 808 Physical Media. Always bored and tired. Hey, yo, what's my favorite steelbook in my collection? That's always a hard question for me to ask. The first one I ever got, which is Django Unchained. That'll always hold a special spot in my heart. So I am just going to go with that one because it changes all the time. I'm assuming you like the Wicker Man steelbook, just like me. What is the Wicker Man about? A detective goes and kind of investigates a crime, like a dead girl popped up, and he gets he learns a lot about this little creepy town. There's singing involved. There's little children. Just everybody is just a little bit off, and highly recommend it. The movie, as you can see on this release, it's the 50th anniversary. This movie still holds up. It does. It's amazing. Let's see here. You're watching Goodfellas and watching my stream. Focus on Goodfellas. Don't focus on me. Goodfellas needs all of your attention. I love me some Goodfellas. 2 great things to watch at the same time. Well, I'm glad you're watching me. You can watch the replay too. Have all of your focus on Goodfellas. It deserves it. Okay, it deserves it. Let's see here. Thank you everybody for coming in here. If you want to press the like button, get these likes up. That would be phenomenal. I'm also going live on TikTok while I'm doing this. So I'm looking at this screen and I'm looking at this screen. So I'm hoping that doesn't bother anybody. But let's keep on going because I'm actually going to count my movies. I'm going to be very boring for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's going to be 28, 29. I've got 29 movies to go over. That was 1. Okay, that was 1. Next up, I want to say this is out next week. The Way We Were, another 50th anniversary. I have no idea what this movie's about. Sony sent this to me. Barbara Streisand and Robert Redford, though, can't really go wrong, in my opinion. So I will watch this one of these days. Don't know when that day is going to be. Out now from Disney. Jesus, brain fart. Sorry about that. We have Snow White and the 7 Dwarves on 4K. I've heard that this is a phenomenal transfer. I cannot wait to finally show my daughters. We've watched a lot of the Disney princesses. I don't think that we've watched Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. That's just one of the ones we haven't gotten to. There's a lot of Disney princesses. But yeah, this sucker just looks nice. I kind of want to crack her open because I know I'm going to watch this one. And I'm going to watch it soon. I open my I open the seal. I break the seal with my werewolf teeth, with my vampire teeth, whatever, with my canines. That's what I'll call it. Got my canines going. I've done that forever too. The cover of Snow White looks great. I agree. I think it looks sharp. Disney does a good job with their slipcovers. Disney also sent this to me, which I'm very appreciative of. But you can see like the glitter sparks on here. I don't know. There's just something good about it. Something nice. I like it a lot. Let's see here. Okay, finally cracked open. I should have brought a garbage can or something. I'm going to have a lot. I'm going to have a mess on my hands, folks. Take the digital code out. You know what? I might give the digital code to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs away. How about that? Between the people on TikTok and YouTube, let's see who can get it first. I'll show off the disc first because that disc looks crispy. Look at that apple. That apple looks nice. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm going to close that. I'm going to put it back in its slip, and I'll give away the digital code for Snow White. Everybody loves Snow White, right? It's a classic for a reason. The first Disney animated movie. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for the follow, Wolfman. Here it is. Can people see this? I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to put it on TikTok. YouTube. TikTok. YouTube. TikTok. And we're done. Okay. Somebody had to have gotten that. Let's see here. What else? Every time I open up a movie, I'll go to the comments. You'll definitely see if you can pick it up. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Sorry. What's up, Eli? How's it going? 29. Perfect. How do you get studios to send movies for review? A lot of being lucky, I guess. I reach out to a couple and you just got to reach out and be consistent with it. And then you have to have luck on your hands. You got to have a following for people for companies to want to send you stuff. Guy on TikTok said, dude brought Hastings in his room movie collection. I love Hastings, and that brought me back. Hastings has been out of business for 10 years now? I want to say they went out of business when I was still in college. And that's saying something because it's been a minute since I've been in college. And hey, how's it going, Tony? Basement Blues is in the house too. Okay, which one should I open up? I'll go next. I'll do Warner Brothers. I just watched this one with my girls, Barbie. We saw this once at the movie theater or at the drive-in movie theater. That was fun. There was a double showing of Barbie and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, so we went and saw that. Girls loved Barbie the first time. Girls also loved Barbie this time. We watched this while we were carving pumpkins, so the pumpkins this year turned out a little bit on the Barbie side of things. I think tomorrow we're going to paint them, and I'm pretty sure they're going to throw glitter all over it, which is going to be fun. The girls are going to have a blast with it. But yeah, look at this slipcover. Look how shiny and glossy it is. It looks great. I wish the bee was embossed on there. That would be next level slipcover for me. And I do like this image more than the Steelbook that came out. So I'm glad that Warner Brothers sent this my way because this is the one I would have picked up anyway. I don't like the crease that it came with, but you know what? I'll survive it. You can only see that when it's in a certain light reflection. It also comes with 6 featurettes. Watched a couple of them. They're fine. They're your average featurette. Nothing too crazy. Speaking of crazy, though, let's go into this next one. Unearthed Films. If you don't know what Unearthed Films is, then you're going to be in for a treat? A treat? Dead Girl. The cover, yep. That's what the movie's about. Speaking of memories, this is the 15th anniversary edition. I distinctly remember when the Blu-ray and DVD came out of this because I was working at Hollywood Video, and this was one of the covers. For some reason, this movie never made it to theaters. It was just like a direct-to-video thing. I remember stocking the shelf. I'm like, what the hell is Dead Girl about? I've still never seen it. I have seen the trailer, though. Trailer makes me want to watch it. Kind of was upset that I didn't watch it in the first place. But yeah, Dead Girl. Should I crack this open? Let's with the slip covers, especially with the slip covers that I can't crack on their own. I can't do the teether. I don't want to ruin the slip cover. So I got the safety knife here. Let's get it nice and surgical. Scalpel. Got it. Okay. Now I'm going to peel this sucker off. Got some Dead Girl. Poke this sucker on there. Oh, come on. There we go. No damage done here. More garbage. That's going to be a lot. Yeah, this is the cover that I remember. This cover was on the original home release. So yeah, when I saw this, I'm like, what? What is this? Let's see. Unearthed Films also has reversible cover artwork. The artwork is just what the slipcover is. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. And the disc, I can't show you. It's got a butt on it. That's just a bare butt. The premise of this movie is that two high school seniors, from what I've seen from the trailer, two high school seniors, they're getting into mischief and shit, and they go into this abandoned warehouse, just smashing stuff and whatnot, and they randomly find this naked girl, and craziness ensues, I'm assuming. Sounds a little nuts. Yes. Okay, which one should I go? Should I just continue with like the messed up stuff? Because I have a couple visual vengeance movies I can show off too. Yeah, I sent Paramount a message on Instagram asking them if they could send me a few movies to do reviews. That's all you can do. That's how I personally started. So yeah, keep it up. What's your most recent Steelbook? Mine is the first Top Gun. I just did a video on this, so I'll give you a first look. I had to get the Poltergeist 4K Steelbook that came out last year. I never did get that one. So here it is, and I like the way it looks. I just had a partnership done with the Protectors, the Steelbook Protector company, Malco. That's a dream come true for me because I have a lot of these in my collection already. They reached out. When you get to a certain level, companies reach out to you as well, which is very nice. And they asked if I wanted to do a collaboration with them. I said abso-frickin-lutely, because I use your stuff anyway. It just makes sense. So watch out for a couple of videos about that in the next week or so. On TikTok, Blu-ray Daddy, how's it going, man? Didn't know about your podcast. You're excited to listen. I need to be on yours. You need to be on mine. I need to be on yours. That's how the whole thing works. If you are not subscribed to Blu-ray Daddy, he makes great content. He's doing a lot of like day of the life stuff now, but I like his like smooth transitions with his physical media and his vinyl collection. I love collecting vinyl as well. It's just good stuff. Yeah, DM me, man. Let's see here. You did not like the Barbie movie, Collector Movie Man. I liked it quite a bit, and on the second watch, I thought it was just as good. And hello. Okay, let's do the Visual Vengeance, at least one of them. I think the other one is deeper in the pile. Here is a movie. These are my first two Visual Vengeance titles. I really don't know too much about the company. MVD sent me these. The first one, Lichen Colony, right? Lichen Colony. Yeah, werewolves. There's on the back, there's a lot of bloody hands. So that's a load of fun, yeah. Swap it open. Loving the cover artwork here. I think that looks very, very sharp. The same background here. You open her up, and this is where stuff gets crazy. This is where I'm like, Visual Vengeance, you crazy. Okay, so first I will show you what the original poster artwork must have looked like. The Lichen colonies right there. Just a very boring shot of like werewolf's eyes. Not very fun at all. You know what is fun? When a movie comes with a freaking air freshener that you can put in your car. Let's get a zoom in on that. Lichen colony. I'm never going to open this because I want to keep this. It smells like New Hampshire forest scent. I know what forest air freshener scent smells like. I'm not going to put this in my car. I want to keep this in my movie. I kind of want to open it, put it in the movie, and just have that smell blast me in the face every time I open it. It also comes with some stickers, which is pretty dang cool. It also comes with a booklet with some very cool artwork. All the pictures are okay on here too. And then it comes with the poster. Yeah, I'll open everything up. Let's make this sucker as lengthy as we can get, shall we? I love going live. There's the mini poster there. I shouldn't have opened that. It's just the same picture as this, but I did it. I won't do it on the other one. I'll know better. Okay, so put this back, put the poster back, put the stickers back. I love when my physical media comes with physical goodies. That's just, I don't know. There's something about that. Match made in heaven to me. I love collecting physical anything. So you throw in some extras. I'm a sucker for that all day of the week. And the air freshener. That's so unique. Kudos to you, Visual Vengeance. Very, very cool. Let's get to a couple of these. You should get Durant Cinema on the podcast. Yeah. I want to say I have the next 5 podcasts that I'm going to do locked up. I like to have like a few guests lined up just so I can kind of tease them, make sure I don't miss a week. So I think you're going to like a couple of the next guests. I don't want to hint too far in advance just in case anything happens, but yeah, I think you'll like them. The next one that I have not this week. This week or this next upcoming week, I will be I'll be on vacation. So that'll be fun. But the week after, I'll have Tim Talks Talkies on. We're going to talk all things Criterion Collection, and the movie specifically that we're going to talk about is 12 Angry Men. So that should be a hoot. I have not seen that movie since high school. Remember loving it in high school, but I love going back to movies that you watched decades ago at this point. God, I'm old. And just seeing how your tastes have changed, how some movies can completely either be exactly like you remembered or you don't remember them too much at all. I remember 12 Angry Men, though. It's good. Over on TikTok, you got a custom Pearl Steelbook made. It's on your TikTok. I gotta check that out. I love Pearl so much. One of my favorite movies of the year last year. I liked it 10 times more than X, but it made me want to rewatch X. That's for sure. You saw Killers of the Flower Moon today. You were very good. It was very good, but very long. Definitely an intense movie and difficult to watch. I am going to watch it when I'm on vacation. So yeah, that should be. I have a few days to kill, and that movie has a lot of time to kill in it. It's like 3.5 hours, 3 hours, 20 minutes, something like that. And I got to see a Scorsese in theaters. It's been far too long since I have. So I will definitely be doing that next weekend. If anybody watching is in the New Orleans area, that's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be there for 5 days. So if you want to DM me and show me around, show me the physical media goodies that are around your parts, I would absolutely love it. Let's see here. Do I own Mystic River on Blu-ray? I absolutely do. Love that movie. Lichen Colony is horrible. Badly made, shot on video, packaged better than the movie. I'm assuming that's going to be a lot of the Visual Vengeance stuff, is that the packaging looks phenomenal for movies that don't deserve it, but I'm okay with that. What's my podcast name, and is it on Apple Podcasts? My podcast name is Boutique Talk. And yes, it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on pretty much any podcasting provider that there is. I tried to spread my wings as much as I could. It's on Amazon, it's on Google, it's all over the board. It's on Podbean, for Christ's sake. So yeah, if you look it up, that'd be phenomenal. You watched 12 Angry Men 12 times. Look at that. Still holds up. Good to know. Tony Danza classic. You got the special edition of Memento way back when it first came out. It had the Easter egg that played the movie in order. Yes. God, there's a special name for that, right? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I do want to see that cut. I don't have that DVD, but I've been looking for it just for that particular extra, because that's very cool. That is really cool. Great. I just said that. You'll definitely check out the podcast tonight. Appreciate it a lot. It's also on YouTube. If you watch it on Spotify or YouTube, you'll get the video version, which is very cool. Everywhere else, it'll just be audio. But yeah. Let's go on to the next movie here. Let's go from Universal Pictures. We have The Last Voyage of the Demeter. The Demeter. Yes, there it is. Dracula joint here. Saw trailers. Thought it looked okay. Universal sent this to me. I always like to watch as many movies that came out in the current year, in the year, as I possibly can. Did that make sense? I'm trying to watch as many 2023 movies as I can before the end of the year. That's a better way to say that. And this one definitely piqued my interest. It would make sense for me to watch this movie during Spooky Dookie season. I might take the digital code and watch it on the plane. This seems like a perfect plane movie. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I should save it and watch it in my basement, because I bet there's a lot of like black levels that I should watch at home on my OLED. Maybe that's a better idea. Okay. Ignore everything I just said. Oh, geez. Okay. Next up, I think this is out already. I have not watched this series, but I've heard phenomenal things about this series from Sony Pictures. We have the complete 5th season of The Crown. Again, Princess Diana show, I believe. Know nothing about it. But yeah, The Crown. I have heard. I have a few friends who have watched it. They absolutely love it. So I'm definitely going to have to give it a shot one of these days. Let's put Snow White right here. Yeah, let's do now one that I'm very intrigued to discuss with you all. And that is Second Sight. This is the 4K for It Follows. Oh no, my trick didn't work. Sometimes when they're not tight, there we go. Sometimes when they're not super tight, you got to do a couple of these. Yeah. If you don't know of Second Sight, you definitely should. In my opinion, they are coming out with some of the best 4K transfers out right now. So If you've never heard of them, listen to them. One of the guests that's going to be on episode 11, this is a tease, really wanted to talk about Second Sight, and I'm like, I'm down because I love this company. I don't need the beefy box sets they come out with because the majority of that beef is book. I don't need no beef book in my life, okay? I'm just not a book fan. Unless it's a movie I absolutely love and I might read it, maybe. But for random movies, I don't need that beefy book. For It Follows, it might have been okay, but I am A-okay with just the standard edition. All I want in my releases is the 4K disc. I know it's going to look great. I cannot wait to rewatch this. I have not seen this since it came out originally on Blu-ray, and I loved it. So cannot wait to finally watch it in 4K. There's a lot of dark scenes in that movie. It's going to be good. Over on TikTok, are you going to watch the Mortuary Collection for my anthology watch along? I just watched Dead Time Stories today. It wasn't my favorite. I still have 3 VHS movies to get to. I did a free month of Shudder, so I'm trying to just binge as much stuff as I can on there. And yeah, all of the 3 extra VHS movies that I need to watch are on there. So that's definitely going to be some plane ride stuff, at least one of those movies. And people are going to judge me when I'm on the plane. But another 4K Second Sight release that just came out, Crimes of the Future, Mr. David Cronenberg. Yeah, I'm getting father and son mixed up. It's David Cronenberg. He's the OG. Made The Fly. Good stuff. I've heard mostly positive things about Crimes of the Future. I really like that artwork right there for sure. There are so many freaking extras on this thing too. That's one good thing about Second Sight releases. Special features on It Follows as well. So many. It's great. Another reason why I love the label so much. I will deep dive into that episode 11. I know for a fact you'll like the guest that's going to be on there. If nothing pops up for them, please have nothing pop up for them. Okay, let's go to comments over here on YouTube. I wanted to see that movie, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. It's got one of those actors from Game of Thrones in it. Good to know. Hey, Tiana, how's it going? I am having a great Friday night. I just got done carving pumpkins with my girls while we were watching the Barbie movie. It was great. You watched the first 3 seasons of The Crown. You enjoyed it, but you never got back to it because Netflix keeps raising their prices. Yeah, that's why you just need to own all your physical media. You know what I'm saying? You'll have it back here forever. Netflix, they're either going to raise their prices or they're going to take the stuff you like away, and I'm not about that life. You just use your keys to open up plastic protectors. I mean, I even have this handy-dandy scalpel ready. I like to use them teethers. It's something I've done forever. You're waiting to get that show on a box set. I don't know how many seasons they plan on having, but yeah, that's not a bad way to go either. I know for certain TV shows, I like to do the same thing too. Do I have the Conjuring universe? I do, but this isn't that kind of live stream. Maybe later. Let's see here. One more over here. TerraVision is putting out something good. Santa Claus is awful, but most of the films are a lot of fun and look great. TerraVision is a label to where I want to like them, and I really like the stuff they're putting out, but it's more of like that so bad it's good, low budget type of stuff, and those are a dime a dozen to me. I have not picked up a TerraVision title. I picked up a couple of their Vinegar Syndrome ones. I have Video Violence, and I have the Halloween special. I should watch the Halloween special. That reminds me. But yeah, those are the only 2 that I have. Saw X just came out on digital. You saw 2 a few hours ago. To get prepared, yeah, Saw 2 was great. Saw 1, Saw 2 are great. Personally, I think Saw 1 through 6 are some of the strongest storytelling in a horror franchise. I love every single one of those. 4, not so much. 4 takes a weird turn, but then it kind of goes back in 5. 1 through 6 are great. Do I own the Town Steelbook? I own 2 Town Steelbooks. 3 Town Steelbooks. Jesus Christ. 1 on Blu-ray, 1 on 4K, and a UK 4K. That's a little bit different. Okay, let's go to a couple that I just got today. I'm just going to breeze by these. These are from VCI Entertainment. MVD also sent me these. The Gamblers. Know nothing about this movie. Same with A Bullet for Sandoval, but it has Ernest Borgnine in it. Iowa native. So I love his face. Basketball, he will be imprinted in my brain forever. Look at Ernest. Ernest is great. Ernest is great. It's a Western. Pretty pumped to watch this one. The Gamblers. I like a gambling movie. Literally know nothing about it though. Let's see here. Okay, let's do another movie that came out this year. One that I should watch, and I should definitely watch. Meg 2 The Trench. This comes out on Tuesday, I believe, from Warner Brothers. And yeah, the first one was okay. I wanted a little less of nothing to happen. Like the first half of the first Meg was it was so I'm hoping this kind of picks up the pace a little bit. But you add dinosaurs into the mix, it can't be a bad thing, right? Right? They're back for seconds. That's clever tongue-in-cheek stuff. I like the marketing for this. There's 2 different steelbooks that are coming out. One is a Best Buy 4K, one is a Walmart Blu-ray. And they both look great. I want to like this movie. I'm really hoping that I do. Okay. Let's open up a Synapse Films release next. I love Synapse Films. On my podcast Boutique Talk, the first episode I ever did with Bob's Blu-rays, we talked about the label, went over all the steelbooks, talked about Demons 1 and 2. I Love Me a Zombie Film. Here is Tomb of the Blind Dead. Literally don't know anything about this movie either, but it's a Spanish horror. I like me my horror. Again, Synapse also puts out a lot of extras on their releases, which is great. This comes with 2 different Blu-rays of the film. We have the US theatrical, and we have, the Spanish and hybrid version. So 3 different versions of the film. Very, very cool. They like to put artwork on the discs, which I always love. Barbie was very boring. Barbie just had like the logo Barbie on it on pink Warner Brothers font. Never been a fan of that. It also comes with a book. But this is just a catalog. Never mind. Put that back. No slipcover on this, which is a bit of a bummer, but still excited to watch that one. Next from MPI Media, MPI Home Video, we have the complete 13th and 14th season of The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet. Watched this back in the day on Nick at Night. Like, this was, if you were up at like 2 a.m, for me, this was on The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet. Imagine Leave It to Beaver, but even more like Squeaky Clean, I guess. It's okay. AJ Walsh, how's it going? Let's see here. What's my favorite Fincher? That's very, very hard. The first thing that comes to mind is Social Network. It's one of my favorite movies of the 2010s, one of my top 10 of the 2010s, and just a damn good, solid movie, a perfect movie. And I haven't rated a lot of movies perfect. Let's see here. Tombs of the Blind Dead Steelbook is gorgeous from Synapse. I have not even seen that. I need to see that. I think that's a exclusive on their website, if I'm not mistaken. I need to see that sucker though. Maybe I will, you know what? Let's pull an Audible here. Let's do that. Let's look up Tombs of the Blind Dead. Steelbook. And I will share my screen here. Let's do preset. Let's do share screen. Let's do Tombs of the Blind Dead Steelbook, and let's share it. Here it is. Is that it? Let's do images. Is that it? Oh, that looks awesome. Look at that sucker. Oh my God. That looks... Synapse does amazing jobs on their steelbooks. Here, TikTok, I'll show you. Look at that amazingness. Tombs of the Blind Dead. I think that looks great. On the first podcast, Bob's Blu-rays collects a lot of his steelbooks. So he showed me them, and my jaw did one of those. They all looked phenomenal. I picked up a couple since then because I didn't realize that they did that great of a job. Yeah, that artwork is just great. I love that. I love that quite a bit. Okay. You got me drooling. Thank you, Cinema Jimbo. I need that in my collection now. Have I seen 7? Of course I've seen 7. I love 7. 7 is great. David Fincher has like 5 almost perfect movies, like 4.5, 5 out of 5 territory. It's great. The Synapse Living Dead Manchester Morgue is another fabulous steelbook. I have the Blu-ray of that. I have seen the steelbook of that. Again, yes, agree. It looks great. You're watching your live stream in Law & Order SVU Seasons 22, Episode 13. Now, that is approved by me. That is second screen. I'm definitely second screen material. Maybe SVU is second screen material. If you're binging a show like that and have me on in the background, that's a win-win for me. Win-win for sure. Okay, next up, let's I'm gonna save this for kind of last. Let's do the other visual vengeance. Yeah, let's do that. Vampires and other stereotypes. Again, this looks like another. This looks a little bit more higher budget than Lycan Colonies did. Let's slip this sucker out. I think it has a very cool front cover here. Very neon aesthetic like it a lot. There's the back. I don't know if you can see anything good there at all. The pictures, even when I'm looking at them, are very small. So yeah, that I don't know what that tells you. Here is the inside artwork. That's what the original artwork used to be like. Very generic, if I must say. But the name is also generic. I'm hoping there's a rib, a play on words there. This also comes with more stickers, some like VHS inspired stickers. Very cool to see. We got another tiny booklet, and then the poster, which is just the poster of this. So I'm not going to show that again. No air freshener this time, but I don't know what you would do to have. I don't know what a vampire would smell like, I guess. Bath and Body Works. Yeah, Bath and Body Works made a vampire's blood soap, and I bought that. It smells fine. Smells more pleasant than you would think. I'll say that. Okay, I'm coming up to the box sets next, but before I do, I have one more release from Disney that I will talk about, and that is Haunted Mansion. I have not watched this yet. I got this in last week. Tried to get my girls to watch it. Oldest was okay with it. She's 7. Youngest is 5. I could tell on her face that she looked nervous. She saw the back. She saw that ghost right there. And she's like, I don't want that. And I don't want to stay up for a week trying to put her to sleep. So I'm like, if you're not ready, that's fine, girl. We have years to watch this sucker. So there is Haunted Mansion. I've heard mixed, I'll be nice, mixed things about it. Nothing too great, that's for sure. Okay, let's have a couple more comments over here. You started watching Law and Order SVU back during the pandemic when it first started, and you're almost all the way caught up. There's a lot of seasons of SVU. Very, very impressive. Do I have any X-rated or NC-17 movies? Midnight Cowboy. That's X-rated. Team America, the unrated version, is technically, I think, NC-17 because of all like the dull sex. Orgasmo is NC-17. Those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. I know I have more. I just can't think of any more. You really want to watch Haunted Mansion? You have Disney Plus right now. That's a good way to watch it too, just to see if you like it. Okay. Next, let's go over. I've got these beefy box sets. I got John Wick chapters 1 through 4. I've got Witness Arrow Video, and I've got Memento. But before I do that, I will do this sucker since this comes out on Tuesday. This is Paramount Smiles Volume 1, which was very cool. Paramount was nice enough to send this to me about 6 days ago. And I enjoyed the concept of this when it got announced. I thought it was great to have a major studio put out like a boutique style box like this. And the box itself, very, very high quality. I like it a whole bunch. There is so much imagery on the entire packaging here. I'll show off the goodies first and then the movies. It came with a Fangoria magazine, an exclusive for this set. And it talks about all the movies that are in this set. Like here's some Crawl right here. I've never collected Fangoria. I know a couple of people in the social media space that love Fangoria. I was more of like a video game kid. I collected like Game Informer magazines, that type of stuff. But yeah, I can see why you would get into Fangoria. It looks very cool. We also have a sticker set right here. There are all the stickers. It came with an enamel pin too, but that's actually in my set here. But here, let me show you. Let me take the Fangoria back out, plop her in. The enamel pin is just that logo, which I love. I love that they made a horror inspired logo out of their iconic Paramount mountains and everything. Thought that was a very cool touch. But let's get to the movies, shall we? Let's get to the movies. First up, we have a 4K of Smile right there. You can kind of see that these slipcovers, all of these slipcovers are exclusive to the set. All of these movies are 4K. You can see the shininess to it. The movie just looks like the basic 4K movie that came out. But again, they're marketing to collectors, which I really do appreciate. Here is Pet Sematary. This is the second 4K version of this movie that I have. But, you know, very cool nonetheless. It came with like a cracked right there down on my slipcover, which isn't the coolest. But what do? I have a Mondo 4K steelbook of this. I don't even know if I'm going to open up this one, but it's still cool to have. Next up, this one just came out very recently, and I did not pick it up. So, yeah, Rosemary's Baby on 4K. I still haven't seen this movie. I've heard very solid things about it, though. I will get around to it, and now I'll be able to watch it for the first time on 4K, which is always nice. We have Crawl. I saw this movie in theaters. I want to say this came out when MoviePass was a thing, and I went to the theaters all the goddamn time when MoviePass was a thing. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of Crawl. Not a big fan. I enjoyed Crawl. Crawl was a fun time, especially in theaters. Does it hold up at home? I don't know. And then Paramount told me not to tell you what the fifth movie is, but you guys are cool, right? You're not gonna rat me out, right? It's Sweeney Todd. Look at this Sweeney Todd goodness. And I'm okay showing you this too, because literally on the back of the package, it shows you that it's Sweeney frickin' Todd. So I don't know why they wanted me to be a secret. The marketing of everything before it came out made it show like they're like, oh, a mystery fifth title, the first time this movie's ever been out on 4K. So there's Sweeney Todd, the front and the back. I love Sweeney Todd. I've not watched it in so long, but again, this movie I think is going to pop in 4K. And the interesting thing about this movie is that all of the other movies had barcodes on the back of them. This one does not, which makes me think that this one will stay an exclusive for a little while. I don't know how long. I'm assuming maybe come next October, it might have its own standalone release. They'll probably want to sell out of these Volume 1 boxes. This comes out on Tuesday, by the way. Sorry, DC PNG. But yeah, this set, very cool to see Paramount do something like this. 1000% a fan. I'm hoping they called this Volume 1, so I'm hoping it sells well. It gets a Volume 2. I would have bought this one. So to have them send it to me is just kind of icing on the cake, and I'm very grateful. Thank you, Paramount. And yeah, I'm hoping more of this in the future. I'd love to see like a comedy series of these, drama, do any of the genres. And you started with horror. Horror is a good one for collectors. Yeah, keep it coming. I like them. Okay, we have a couple more comments here. Do I have Showgirls? I don't. I've seen the movie, not the biggest fan of it. I know Vinegar Syndrome came out with a really cool box set. I'm just, not a fan. You're really pissed about that Paramount Scares set because it has one of my favorite movies. Why are you pissed? If it has one of your favorite movies, that's a good reason to get it. And also Alec Rickman. Yeah. Alec? It's not Alec Rickman. Why can't I? Adam Rick? No. Why can I not think of his name? Severus Snape. That's terrible. Alec Rickman? Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman, right? Am I going crazy? Yeah, Helena Bottom Carter is also in this movie as well. I just watched my latest episode of the podcast. We watched Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. She's in that. And whoa. Very young. Incest storyline, weird. But the last third of that movie is awesome. And a good chunk of that is because of Miss Carter. Slipcovers in the Paramount horror box are underwhelming. Hopefully Sweeney Todd gets a standalone release. I think it will. It just might be an exclusive for a little bit. You don't know why Paramount hasn't released Catch Me If You Can on 4K. Yeah, Paramount does this thing to where I got burned by Wayne's World. They came out with a Blu-ray steelbook for it, and then not even a year later, they came out with that same steelbook with the 4K disc. I would assume the same thing's going to happen with Catch Me If You Can. You got to say you freaking love my Letterboxd reviews. Sweet. I should have my own merch. I made an enamel pin, and that sold okay, so I don't know if I want like shirts and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I would love it. I just don't know how well it would sell. If it's still available after Christmas, you're definitely ordering it. That's a good plan because you had it on pre-order. You had to cancel it. Totally get it. Yeah. Okay. Let's. I don't know if I'm going to open up this one or not. This is John Wick, chapter 1 through 4. This is a very interesting set. Lionsgate loves their John Wick, and they love packaging it in any type of fashion. The cool thing about this, you can see it's just like a thick Blu-ray case. That's why I don't really want to open it right now. But it has 4 different collectible art cards on here that you can swap out and put a different one in the front. That's something cool and unique. And I love John Wick. I love Keanu Reeves. So yeah, at least that's cool. And it runs down all of the different movies in the description here. I'm assuming all of the extras are going to be the same. I don't see a lot of extras presented in here. I'm hoping extras are on this set. That would really stink if it wasn't. This is a Blu-ray set too, just to let you know. But still, I like Lionsgate. They come out with very unique packaging. That's another one of them. Let's save Memento till last, and let's go over Harrison Ford in Witness in 4K. Arrow Video. This comes out November 6th, 5th, November 5th, the first week of November. Yeah, very cool. Thank you, Arrow Video, for sending this my way. I love your hard box sets. I'm going to open this. I'm not using my teethers. I don't want any damage on this sucker. Scalpel, let's go. Okay. I've not seen Witness, so I'm very excited. I've heard good things about this movie as well. Let's open up Witness for the first time. Ugh. Here we go. There's so much garbage. I've got a big table, so it's just like piling up behind me. But here's Witness on 4K. It's got a very nice, smooth matte finish. If you own any Arrow Video box set, they all have this. I kind of like, I don't know if this is the official font that was on the original release, but I kind of like the trees popping through on the title. That's kind of cool. There's nothing on the back, so I'm going to keep the J card on here. You can see, though, that there are so many extras on this freaking thing. Look at that. There's a deleted scene from the network TV version of the film. I did not know that there was a difference. I mean, usually in theatrical films, they cut stuff that's too too graphic or has foul language. It's rare that they actually film things directly for the TV version of the movie. A lot of different interviews, a 5-part archival documentary on the making of the film, featuring interviews from Harrison Ford, Kelly McGinnis, Peter Weir, John Steele. Very, very cool. And a whole bunch of other people. Nice. And there's new interviews on here as well. Let's take a look at the 4K here. Here's the 4K of Witness. Same thing as it was in the box. But I want to say, does the 4K have a reversible? It does, thank God. Arrow Video is pretty good at having reversible artwork on their stuff. Ooh, and that's... I like that picture. And I like how it stretches over everything. So I'm going to show you. Look at that. That looks pretty slick. I like that quite a bit. On the inside, you just get the 4K disc. That's going to become more the norm, people. I don't know how I feel about that. It was weird when Blu-rays got rid of the DVDs as well. So it'll become normal for us. I know it will. It comes with some character cards as well. Again, I know that like Harrison Ford goes undercover as an Amish. I don't know anything else about that. I don't know what he's trying to discover. But it's Harrison Ford in the 90s. I am in. Here is another one on the back of all these. You have that Witness once again. And then also in the back, they had dolls on on Arrow Video's October, halfway to Black Friday. Some sale they had in October. I finally picked up the Empire Records video. Enter the Arrow store, enter the video store, something like that. The box set with all of these great movies in there. Want to see Dolls? It's gonna be. I cannot wait to get my hands on that sucker because I missed out on it the first time. I want to say they're doing like a repackaging of that too, and I wanted to make sure that I had that original box because that thing is drool inducing. Looks like it comes with a mega poster. These are usually double-sided, so let's open her up. I'm assuming, yeah, it's got that poster artwork right there, the original, and then the new stuff that they came out with, which I really do like. I think that's simple yet striking. I definitely like it. They could have went a lot of ways with it, and they went a good way, in my opinion. And then, man, speaking of very cool artwork, yes, whoever did this art, bravo to you. I wish on the back here they would show who did the new art. Or maybe they did. they did. Okay, here we go. Fold out double-sided poster featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Tommy Pocket. Way to go, Tommy Pocket. I like what you did here. This sucker is thick with 2 C's, my friend. 58 pages. 58-page booklet with a bunch of, different stills from the movie, a bunch of making ofs. Maybe if I like the movie, I'll want to read a little bit more about it. But I also bought the movie to look at the special features, so I don't have to necessarily read this. I don't know. Books or whatever. Books to me just seem like a filler. But it's a pretty filler. It's a nice box filler. And this is a very nice box. Finally. Actually, let's do a couple of questions and comments that I had over here. Witness is another one you still need to pick up. You're definitely going to try to pick up after Christmas. I feel you there, collector. Witness is very good. Probably top 5 Harrison Ford movies. I've heard he's solid in it. I've never gotten around to watch it. You wish Disney would go back and add Dolby Vision to the Fox X-Men 4K Blu-rays. Give it time. I know that they're going to be entered into the MCU, and I think once that happens, you might get the older ones. They might get a little bit more love out there. You like the reversible cover art? I do as well. Witness is definitely one of the greats. You'll love it. Thank you, Cinema Jimbo. Cannot wait to watch it myself. But the last movie that I'm going to be talking about today will be this beefy bad boy, Memento. I was trying to watch all of Christopher Nolan's movies before Oppenheimer came out. I watched the majority of them. Of course, I watched this sucker. Memento is great, but I watched it on streaming. It was fine. I didn't own it in the collection. And then a couple days later, this was announced. It's just, everything aligned. I pre-ordered this sucker. And yeah, let's open Memento, the box set up. It's a Region B Blu-ray, which is very unfortunate. Number one, wish it was 4K. Why isn't all of Nolan's filmography in 4K? I don't get that. I really wish, especially this new one in 2023, all of his stuff should come out in 4K, for Christ's sake. That still wasn't going to stop me because I needed Memento in my collection, period. There's one of my holy grail steelbooks would be the one that Kimchi DVD came out with for Memento. Oh my God. It has a lenticular that has it's Carrie-Anne Moss holding the photo with Guy Pearce in the back. And the lenticular makes it seem like you're entering the picture and just it keeps on going and going. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I'll never get it because it costs $400. So I had to get the new one. I just had to. I needed this. I cannot wait to see its innards. Let's go. Okay. First off, God, there's so much trash. Okay. Here is the front. Just a whole bunch of Polaroids. If you've seen the movie, you get it. If you don't, I'm not going to spoil anything here. On the back is just a whole bunch of the reverse sides of the Polaroid. That's a little sloppy, a little boring. But what do you do? There's a lot of different special features on this sucker. But again, you need to have a region-free player. Thank God I do. Because there's a lot of cool releases that are coming out in the UK and Australia that are region-locked on Blu-ray. 4K, you don't really run into that problem at all. Blu-ray, you still do. Look that steelbook. Look at that glossy goodness. That glossy Guy Pearce right there. I think that looks stunning. And on the back, it's just the back of his head. That's a weird route to go. It's just doing like the reverse. That's weird too. It says disc 1, but there's only one disc in here. What's up with that? There's more Guy Pearce on the inside. Right there. There's just one disc, right? Yeah, why say disc? That makes me think, like, was there supposed to be a different disc? Is there a different version of this that has a second disc? Huh. Okay. Again, one of the main reasons why I got this, I love my physical goodies in my physical media. It's got some letters in here. Opens up like so. There's the second disc. Oh, yay. Okay. Here are the special features right here. Very cool. Okay, good. I'm not mad anymore. I'm not mad. I don't like how the second disc is in like a cardboard sleeve. That's not my favorite. The packaging is cool. I will say that. And they're Blu-rays. They don't really scratch. If it was a 4K, I'd be a little upset. But it's not. I'm over it. Okay, things are looking up. Let's go. I buy things and I forget what are in them. Sometimes all the time. So there's that. Ooh, okay. Here is a notepad right here. You open it up. It has more physical goodies in it. Let's go. It's got a replica coaster from the movie in the bar. If you've seen it, you get it. Very cool. It's even got, oh, that's cool. It's even got the note on the back. Oh, little stuff like that makes me a very, very happy boy. So I'm going to slide this in here. It also comes with, oh, that's so freaking cool. Let's see if I can show these. It comes with replica Polaroids. And of course, these mean a lot in the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But yeah, very, very, oh my God. This makes me happy. This is the last one I can show you. The fourth one, no bueno, no dice. But this is going to be the one that is going to be showing whenever I open the sucker. And then, of course, with Guy Pearce in this, he has a lot of notes. He's got a lot of tattoos all over him, but he also just like scribbles down a lot of notes. So here's the facts. Here's all the information about Todd. Here's a tattoo he has to rush and get on his body of the license plate. And right here is a like scanned copy of the driver's license. I love this. Physical goodies for the win. More. I really wish like Arrow Video, their stuff is great and solid, but I wish they would come out with like more stuff like this. This is what makes me excited to be a physical media collector. Just collecting the stuff that you can't get from something on a digital service. There's no way you can. I shouldn't have showed that. There's no way that they're going to, you can't replicate this. You can't. And I shouldn't have shown that picture. My bad. But the last thing in here, I think. Oh no, it's two more things. Okay. We have a Momento book. This might be a book that I read because again, the movie is great. I don't know who wrote stuff in this book. Remembrance of Things Past, Time and Memory in Christopher Nolan's Memento. So it's just an essay about the movie, which I'm all in for. Very, very cool stuff. I should probably look at the pictures. There's a couple images in this movie that I don't know if I can show you on here. But yeah, pretty solid book. The last thing in here is another book. This is a Memento Mori by Jonathan Nolan. Very cool. Is this this is the script. A little chunk of the screenplay. Very cool touch. I like it when they do this too. I think I like this more than essays, because if you're going to give me an essay, make it in video form, put it on the disc as a special feature. Screenplays, I'd rather hold in my hand, I guess. Is that weird? Does that make me weird? I don't think it does. I think that makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? Let me know in the comments. That'd be great. Okay, let's slide all this stuff in. And I think that was everything that I had. I'll go over a few more comments here. You definitely need to get that. Yeah, the box set is great. Did I hear the news when they were talking about Best Buy getting rid of physical media? One of the most valuable DVDs out there is the very first edition of Jurassic Park. I did not hear that. No, it's worth $12,000. Random things are like that. I wonder why Jurassic Park is. That's very, very strange. But I think that is going to do it. Thank you, everybody on TikTok. Thank you, everybody that watched this YouTube video. I plan to do this every like 1 or 2 weeks because I usually get a big stack of stuff like this, and like this. And I like to show it off because if studios are going to send me stuff, the least I can do is show it off at least a couple times. So thank you, everybody, for watching this. And until next time, I will see ya. Bye bye.